Hello friends, our midweek devotion this week comes from Elizabeth Eaton, who is the presiding bishop of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, the ELCA. And this video that we're going to share with you was supposed to be shown at all of our synod assemblies that would have happened across our denomination during the spring and summer of this year. And since most of those did not happen, we wanted to share this great video with you now about thriving.
Hello. The video you're about to see was filmed back in February before COVID-19. It seems like a different era. But I want you to notice signs of thriving in this video in our ministries across this church. And though it seems that those days were long ago before this virus, nevertheless, this church will continue to thrive.
The ELCA shows up in many places, whether planted here in a cornfield in Illinois or all across the country. We're also living in a rapidly changing world. You can see it right here, an iconic church behind me, but also wind turbines. People wonder now, can the church still thrive? And I say yes. The world needs to hear the gospel, longs to hear the good news that we're loved, that God means good for us. And so we in the ELCA are thriving and showing up in places all across this country in many different settings. And we're going to show you how we're doing this in a variety of places around this church.
I'm Pastor Amy Berger, and this is St. Petri Lutheran Church in Flanagan, Illinois. Here is a rural farming community that cares deeply for the earth and for the people. Here at St. Petri, thriving is remembering God's faithfulness throughout our history, a faithfulness that propels us into the future.
Hi, I'm Zeus, and welcome to my Lutheran campus ministry at West Virginia University, where I feel I'm involved with my religion and I get to take part in it.
Here at the campus ministry, thriving is being there as God's voice of grace and mercy here to the students, faculty, and staff. It's walking with students as they discern what God is calling them to do and be in this world. And it's also, thanks be to God, now a place where we get to develop and encourage students who are discerning a call into church vocations with our new program, Luther House.
Hello, I'm Bill Horn, Vice President of the ELCA. In August of 2019 at the Churchwide Assembly, we approved a policy statement of significance. It was entitled A Declaration of Interreligious Commitment. We worked with dozens of partners on this document, and this document really was designed to allow us to live out our ecumenical mission as a church.
Thriving is a both and activity. In the Lutheran Church, we are at our best when we both invite others into life in Christ and when we serve our neighbors with love. It's actually Jesus who helps us do both of those all the time and for the world's sake.
I'm Pastor Irma Bañales, the Director for Evangelical Mission. We are here at Escuela Secundaria Latina de Educación Teológica in Argyle, Texas, where lay leaders are equipped, trained to serve the whole church for the sake of the world.
Como líder de la Iglesia Luterana en el Sínodo de North Texas y el norte de Luisiana, creo que es mi responsabilidad educarme, aprender más sobre las Escrituras para tener una fe clara, para comprender cuál es el mensaje de Dios y así podérselo transmitir, enseñárselo a mi comunidad de una forma asertiva, ética y comprensiva al servicio de todos para el reino de Dios.
Welcome Ministry is a holistic ministry, body, soul, and spirit, saying all God's people deserve all God's gifts, whether they're refugees or homeless. They're welcome.
Thriving is meeting His Welcome Church in Wells Park in El Cajon, California, where as we complete the Eucharist service that we just had, a homeless gentleman walked up and accepted Christ's body in the wafer and Christ's blood in the juice for the very first time in his life. And then for being able to stand with him and pray over him and accept the love of Jesus that is especially for him.
Thriving is a church so convinced of the resurrection that we're free to give our lives in service to others. Thriving is serving no matter how old we are or where we are. Thriving is shown in so many different ways across this country, in country churches, in cityscapes, in places where there aren't even any walls. Here at St. Petri in Illinois, these people have showed up for 152 years. How are you thriving in your place? How are you thriving where you're planted? How are you so filled with the joy of the gospel that you can't contain it, instead have to bring it out to people near and far? Thriving is not complicated, it's not technical, it's just being sure of the certain hope that we have in Jesus Christ, and then just going and letting people see what it means in their lives. If you're looking for signs, here they are. Thrive.